On the vlog again. Just can't wait to do a vlog again. The life I love is making vlogs for my friends, and I can't wait to do a vlog again. Doing a vlog again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to do a vlog again. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Top Vloggers. As always, I am High and Mighty Joe. I just got out of the shower. I gotta get dressed. And as soon as I do, we're gonna be heading to Caesar's Palace for Wrestlemania 9.
The World Wrestling Federation proudly presents Wrestlemania!
Well, we are outside of Caesar's Palace here at the Coliseum. I tried to get in to show you the inside of the Coliseum. I will put in a picture of the inside of the Coliseum during WrestleMania now. Now, WrestleMania 9 was held right here at Caesar's Palace on April 4th, 1993, and it was the first WrestleMania that was ever held outdoors, and it was known as the world's largest toga party. They had an attendance of 16,891 people. Now, Gorilla Monsoon was the host of this wonderful event that was here. Known as the world's largest toga party, all of the employees, the ring announcers, color commentators, everyone, backstage announcers, they would all dress up in togas. And it was funny to see Jim Ross in a toga. Now this is the first time that we would see JR, and of course he would be there with Bobby the Brain Heenan and Randy Savage on commentary. You would also have Gene Okerlund and Todd Pettingill and Raymond Rougeau as interviewers throughout the night. Howard Finkel would be the ring announcer. He would be known as Finkus Maximus. The referees for the evening were Bill Alfonso, Dangerous Danny Davis, Earl Hebner, and Joey Morella. Now, Joey Morella was the son of Gorilla Monsoon. Now, the card for that tonight was, the opening match was Tatanka with Sensational Sherry versus Shawn Michaels with Luna Vachon. Then you had the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott. They were going against the Head Shrinkers of Samu and Fatu with Appa. Then Doink the Clown versus Crush. Razor Ramon versus Bob Backlund. Money Incorporated, which was Ted DiBiase and IRS Erwin R. Shyster, versus the Mega Maniacs, which was Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake with Jimmy Hart. Lex Luger versus Mr. Perfect. The Undertaker with Paul Bear versus Giant Gonzalez with Harvey Wippleman. And then, of course, the main event of the evening. That's right, it was Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji versus Bret the Hitman Hart for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Now, as I said earlier, the night would start without a hitch, and things was going pretty well. We would see at about halfway through, we would see the tag team match with Hulk Hogan, Brutus Beefcake versus the team of Money Inc., and everything was seemingly going okay, except for the fact that Hulk Hogan had a very big eye problem, and it was definitely, as you can see here, a problem for the Hulkster. Now the story that we were given, according to everything that we had heard, was that there was an accident in the gym, and that's how Hulk Hogan had hurt his eye. But apparently that was not the case and not the story that would later come out and be told. Apparently the story goes something like this. Apparently the Macho Man Randy Savage apparently he was the one who actually had gotten into a scuffle, per se, with Hulk Hogan, and apparently this would lead into their argument and the problem with the Hulk Hogan's eye. This was the problem that we would find out later on. But the story that we were given was that there was a problem in the gym, and something had happened, and Hulk Hogan's eye had gotten hurt. Now, to come to find out, the story was apparently that Elizabeth, who was married to the Macho Man Randy Savage, apparently decided to leave and go to stay with Hulk Hogan and his ex-wife, which his current wife at the time is now his ex-wife, Linda, because they were friends. And because they were friends, that they went there and stayed. And apparently when Randy called and asked if Liz was there, apparently Hulk Hogan and or his wife Linda both had told him that she was not there when she apparently was, or at least Randy thought she was, and that was what started all of this.
So coming in that direction.
Now right here you can see this
right
is
there,
definitely where they would have brought in the
there's the ramp,
big WWE trucks.
The WWE trucks
so
would have came in here.
They
would have
loaded up probably right through that ramp
here.
right there and went in that big door. That's probably how they would have gotten the ring in.
I assume these poles was not up at the time.
And everything,
if
but
they
yeah.
were up, they would have parked
over
over
here.
here.
Right over here next to this.
About where that bus is. But they would have brought the ring.
Truck.
And all the set pieces and everything up right through there.
Where they would have just loaded
and
everything
into those
up,
doors.
And everything for this big event that would happen right here at the Coliseum.
It would all happen right here, the Coliseum, WrestleMania 9.
But yeah, Elizabeth had apparently met someone and was actually staying at his house, and so she is actually not there with Hulk Hogan at the time. Now there have been several stories, like I said, that had come across during the times that said that Randy and Elizabeth were not in a good way, that they were having problems. Apparently, allegedly, Randy would heard from other sources that Randy would lock her in a room or something like that when he went out to wrestle, so nobody could get in there. I talked to Lanny Poffo, his brother, the Genius. I got a chance to work with him, and he told me 100% that was never that was not true, that never happened. So, like I said, there's different stories. Like I said, I apparently they were having some problems. And like all relationships, when people have problems, sometimes one of those people step out. And apparently in this case, it was Elizabeth who was stepping out. And Macho Man had definitely felt like Hulk Hogan and Linda was protecting her and allowing her to do this. And definitely went against what Randy Savage stood for. And he was very unhappy. So apparently him and Hulk Hogan did get into it before WrestleMania, which is why Hulk Hogan's eye was that way. We would later on see Hulk Hogan again after his tag team match. He would come out to what we thought was help Bret the Hitman Hart, but really was to eventually steal his thunder. So at the very end of the night, Bret the Hitman Hart would have Yokozuna in the sharpshooter, and you thought it was all over. Mr. Fuji would throw the salt into Bret the Hitman Hart's eyes. Yokozuna would hit him with the big one, and that would be over. 1, 2, 3. It would be all over for Bret the Hitman Hart. Hulk Hogan would come out. Mr. Fuji would call him a coward, call him yella, and challenge him to a match right there. Hulk Hogan would throw a big boot and a leg drop and win the title. And the crowd of 16,000 plus right here inside the Coliseum, inside Caesar's Palace at Las Vegas, Nevada. It would happen, and Hulk Hogan, this would be Hulk Hogan's last ever world title run for the World Wrestling Federation. It would all come to an end just a little bit of time later, and just a few months later. This was April, and I believe his title reign ended in June. So, but like I said, the bigger story here was the fact that Hulk Hogan had a bum eye. They said it happened at the gym, and the real story was that Randy Savage got a hold of him over the whole Elizabeth staying at their house thing as well. So I think that's going to do it for us here today. We'll see you next time. Until then, top vloggers.